5 metals, 5 sacred images that have crossed the centuries and are still worn today. Each one tells a different story, yet all come from the same tradition. In this video, we take a closer look at them, their form, their material, and the meaning they carry. At first glance, the shape may seem simple, but it's not. The edge is not perfectly regular. It doesn't follow a strict geometric line, but moves with slight undulations, creating a soft, almost organic profile. A form that feels ancient, as if shaped over time. This detail breaks away from the rigidity of classic metals and gives the piece a more natural presence. The material is high-quality 18-karat yellow gold, entirely made in Italy. The surface has a satin, slightly matte finish that softens the light rather than reflecting it harshly. The figures are engraved with great clarity. Faces, hands, and drapery are defined with precision, creating a refined contrast between the softer surface and the sharper details. It is exactly this balance that gives depth to the metal, making it elegant but also immediately readable. On this shared base, 5 different subjects are developed, all deeply connected to the Christian iconographic tradition. The first is Our Lady of Perpetual Help, an icon of Byzantine origin. It spread in the West from the 15th century. Mary holds the child, in a composition shaped by a deeply symbolic tradition. Every element has a precise meaning. The child clings to Mary, almost in fear, while her gaze is directed outward, toward the viewer, a sign of constant and universal protection. The second subject is the scapular. It belongs to the Carmelite tradition, which spread from the Middle Ages. The 2 sides of the medal depict the Sacred Heart of Jesus and Our Lady of Mount Carmel. The Sacred Heart represents love and sacrifice, while Our Lady embodies protection. Together, they form one of the most powerful devotional signs, linked to a sense of belonging and spiritual protection. The third subject is the Madonna Lippina. It comes from one of the best-known Renaissance representations, traditionally attributed to Filippo Lippi. Mary is shown with her gaze lowered and her hands joined, a posture that evokes humility and contemplation. The softness of the face and the composure of the body express purity, interiority, and a silent dialogue with the divine. The fourth subject is Our Lady of Sorrows. She represents Mary in the moment of sorrow, linked to the 7 sorrows of tradition and to the Passion of Christ. The gaze is often lifted, the expression composed. In many representations, the heart is pierced by swords. The pain is never theatrical. It is interior, silent, and becomes a sign of strength, resilience, and faith. Finally, the Madonnina of Ferrucci. It originates from the painting Madonnina by Roberto Ferrucci, first presented in Venice in 1897 and later spread across Europe as a devotional image. The symbolism is more intimate, expressed through simplicity rather than traditional iconographic elements. Everything is concentrated in the face. The direct gaze and youthful expression create an immediate human connection. 5 subjects, 1 root. 5 ways of expressing the same tradition, each with its own language, yet sharing the same meaning. These medals are not just objects. They are images that stay with you, that endure, and quietly become part of everyday life, especially when worn on a simple chain, close to you, every day. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, follow the channel, and share it with someone who might feel the same connection. You'll find the link to discover the full collection in the description. As a small gesture of gratitude, use the code YouTube10 at checkout to receive 10% off your next order. May faith light your way, today, tomorrow, and always.